Welcome and thanks so much for joining us here on the Owatonna Today Show on this Monday, August 18th. I'm Deb Gillard, your host of the program today. We survived the Steele County Fair. If you're watching and you're from anywhere around the area, of course, you know that brought in lots of people. We had lots of great weather. It was enjoyable for all, and now we're back in the swing. Also got some nice rain, much needed on the overnight if you're from around the area as well. And so we're looking for a good week now following the fair. Now it seems like summer kind of winds down, and that's a shame. It seems to have gone really fast. Please remember that the Owatonna Today Show can be seen on Charter Channel 8, 6 days a week. And you can find us on the internet. Go to YouTube or go to thethirdhandvideo.com. Those are the really good ways to get to our current shows. We also have a Facebook page. You can like us on Facebook, and I'll give you another reason to do that here in just a second. That will give you notifications of shows as they're uploaded for the week, and you can watch them at your leisure. We do also welcome your comments and suggestions for guests and show topics. You can get a hold of Leanne at 390-5751, her phone number, or owatonnatoday@charter.net, and that will get us the information that you're looking to give us. Renaissance Festival tickets, a pair a week, Leanne?
Yes.
Is that what we're doing? One pair a week while the Renaissance Festival is on. All you need to do there is go to that Facebook page, like us on the Facebook page, or like one of the shows. That will put you in the drawing, and we'll be notifying winners that they have won those Renaissance Festival tickets, so we're very happy to do that as well. We have a great show for you starting off the week here today. We're going to be coming back from our first break talking about the Civil Air Patrol and their events going on this weekend, and a little bit later on in the program, the Exchange Club Center for the Prevention of Child Abuse and their events coming up as well. So let's take this break, and we'll be right back.
I'm Dan Branstead of Carlson Branstead & Company, Certified Public Accountants. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Greetings, I'm Laura Ressler, Director of the Steele County Historical Society, and I welcome you to our History Center. We invite you to join in all our activities events where we honor the past and look towards the future.
Welcome back. Oh, excuse me. There goes the frog jumping in my throat right as I come on camera. Welcome back. You join us. As you can see, we have a full Owatonna Today Show table here, and we're going to be talking to these folks. Let's make some introductions first. And you are Ryan Heydon, correct?
Correct.
And we're talking Civil Air Patrol today. So just maybe a little bit about your history with Civil Air Patrol, Ryan.
All right. I'm Second Lieutenant Ryan Heydon. I am the Deputy Commander for Seniors at our squadron. I am also the Squadron Safety Officer, and I am also the Project Officer on our current flying breakfast that's going on this weekend.
Okay, we'll be talking a little bit more about that. How long have you been involved in Civil Air Patrol?
Coming up on 2 years.
Okay, good for you, good for you. And next we have Kayla Busitzky, right? Did I say that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and Kayla, how long have you been involved with the Civil Air Patrol?
A year.
Okay,
So,
all right. And only about a year, so what have you accomplished? What got you into it?
my father.
Okay, just something you wanted to do? Okay, and he thought it'd be a good idea, and you did too, obviously.
Yeah, he was in Civil Air Patrol when he was younger, so
Okay,
kind of connects.
that'd be a good thing for you to do. And Tanis Dusbabek, right?
Yep.
Did I get that right? Oh, I'm doing all right with the names today. And how long have you been involved with Civil Air Patrol, Tanis?
I think this is my 3rd year.
Okay, all right. And you've got kind of some bells and whistles on there. I know, no disrespect to you there, Ryan, but he's got some little bars and things. So what does
Yep.
that signify?
So I've got 4 different ribbons. One of them is for encampment,
Okay.
which is kind of like our boot camp. The other 3 are for each rank, or we call them grades,
Okay.
that I've advanced.
Okay.
So I've got 3 of those.
Well, that's great. And this is a way maybe for young people to get involved, and I don't know if it's specifically young people, but to get involved with kind of if they have a love of flying, perhaps, kind of want to get into a military type of situation. Would you call it that?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of structured similar to the military branches and so on?
Yep, we are
Okay.
an auxiliary of the United States Air Force. So we have 3 different missions. We have emergency services, aerospace education, and then we also have cadet programs.
Okay.
So in emergency services, we can actually get them ground team certified to be able to go out on search and rescue missions.
Okay.
And for aerospace education, kind of talked about the flying aspect.
Mm-hmm.
We can give them a low-cost alternative to being able to learn how to fly a plane, or even gliders, for that matter.
Oh, really? Okay.
So-
All right, some neat experiences. How many are currently involved in the local Civil Air Patrol?
We have
Roughly. You don't have to be exact, but you.
We have 9 seniors on
Okay.
our roster, and then we also have one that comes down from Minnesota Wing. She is the Director of Public Affairs.
All right.
And then we also have about 29 cadets.
Okay. All right. So that's a pretty good group of individuals, and I would guess a lot of you have a lot of fun. I would guess, along with all the training and everything that's going
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Good for you. Well, we want to make sure we talk about the annual fly-in, drive-in breakfast and the runway run. So let's start with the runway run, because that's only been in existence. This is only its 2nd year, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and so it started up last year, and what's the significance of the runway run?
It was actually an idea brought to us from last year's airport intern,
Okay,
and it's kind of another way that we can raise some more funds for our squadron.
okay,
It's also a great way to get the community out involved to get them out to, because how often can you say that I actually got to run on the runway
well, exactly.
with the lights on at
Yeah,
sunset?
At sunset. That is really
So-
neat, okay.
We had a pretty good turnout last year. I want to say we had probably about 75 out last year
Okay.
for the first event.
That's pretty good,
And then we also offer a 1-mile run for the kids.
okay.
So we try to get the kids out involved, try to
Okay.
make it a family outing for the weekend.
Okay, I don't know if I could even do 1 mile, but that's another story. So the runway run, the longer one, is how long?
It's 5K.
5K.
So 3.10 miles.
Okay, so anybody wishing to run and be a part of that, and it sounds like a neat event, would just get a hold of you guys at this point and sign up?
Currently, we have Corey Stukup, who is our current airport intern. He
Okay.
is our contact for it. He has been taking all the registration forms, and he can be found out on the City of Owatonna's website, or we have a link out on our website for Civil Air Patrol. Cost right now is $20 per runner,
All right,
and the pre-registration will close out this Friday at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And then it'll just bump up $5, so it's $25 at the door.
okay. So someone still could show up if they're not sure whether they're going to be able to, but they definitely come Saturday, they want to run, they can still show up at the time of the event.
Yep.
So what time do they need to be out there to register?
Registration opens up at 4:30.
Okay.
And we close it at 6:30. And the
Right.
1 mile starts at 7:15.
Okay.
And then the 5K kicks off at 7:30.
All right, and then the lights are on and they're on the runway. How fun is that?
Yep.
Okay, what a great way. So again, runners in the area, if you're interested in doing something maybe a little bit different than the runs that they've done before, come on out for the runway run at sunset on this Saturday. Then on Sunday, we flip to your event that's been going on about 13 years, we were thinking, right? Mm-hmm. And that is the Fly-In Drive-In Breakfast.
Yep. We have a lot of stuff going on that morning.
Mm-hmm.
We have, not only do we serve a authentic French toast breakfast,
Okay.
kind of different from other airports.
Yep.
Try to distinguish ourselves.
Yeah.
We'll also have different aircraft displays out there. We'll have warbird displays. We also have the RC modelers coming out.
Okay.
And then, courtesy of Langer Air Aviation, they are also giving out rides in a 1980 Piper Warrior 2.
Ooh, that'll be fun. Okay, so and what time does everything start on that day, on Sunday?
7 a.m.
7 a.m. to head on out there, and there's a lot of, if I remember correctly, there's like some, I don't know if I'd call them vendors, but there's a lot of displays and educational things that people can take advantage of, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so it's really, and it's designed to be an event for the whole family.
Yep.
So a lot of things for everyone. So these two events then are the major fundraisers for your local Civil Air Patrol. And we wanted to talk about a little bit what that means. So when we talk about fundraising, what kinds of things does it go to support? And then we're going to bounce back over to Kayla and Tanis to talk a little bit about their experiences.
Well, we have a bunch of different events that go on throughout the year, throughout Minnesota Wing.
All right.
We have stuff that I will let the cadets talk about. We
Yeah.
have encampment. We also have flight academy.
All right.
And then We also have Minnesota Wing Conference that we do every year.
All right.
And then just a few other events that I will now let my two cadets
I'm
talk
going to let
about.
them talk about. Okay. So, Kayla, you were involved in the Wing Conference. Can you tell us a little bit about what that was like?
Well, the Minnesota Wing Conference, it's like everyone that's a cadet in Minnesota can go, and it's down at Breezy Point.
Okay.
Well,
That's okay. Up at Breezy Point, but at a
Yeah.
beautiful location anyway. Okay.
and so what you do there is like let me think. I haven't been there for a while.
Is there a lot of education going on? Opportunities for you to kind of network with other cadets from around the state?
There's classes that you can do.
Okay.
I think there might be all the classes are like an hour. You have there's some classes that like teach you like what's it called? Where you do like medical stuff.
Okay.
You can teach that.
All right.
And then there's also a military ball and things like that. It's
Okay.
actually very fun. And then, yeah.
Well, it sounds like it. What a great way for you to get you involved. Having just, basically in your first year to be involved in that was pretty special, I'm thinking. Okay. Let's talk with Tanis a little bit about encampment, and you mentioned that's kind of like the Civil Air Patrol boot camp. What happens there?
So you get there and it's really chaotic when it starts. With check-in. When I went, I messed up with a bunch of customs and courtesies, so I had like 5 people yelling at me.
Uh-oh.
So it's interesting.
Well, there's boot camp, right?
However, once you get set up and everything and you meet the rest of your flight or your little group, it starts to get better because you have other people there and it's not just you getting yelled at.
All right. How long does it last?
It's a full week.
A full week, okay.
And then throughout the week you learn a lot of drill. You go to multiple different classes and you basically just build as a team.
Okay. All right. And where did you have that? Where was
That was at Camp Ripley.
At Camp Ripley. Okay, very good. Found it a valuable experience?
Yes.
After that first initial
It was great.
difficult thing. Okay, good.
Yep.
Well, what makes us, how does that go? I don't know, whatever. We make it through adversity because it makes us stronger, right?
Yep.
And did you feel that by the time you were done?
Yes, definitely.
Very good. Well, good for you. Congratulations on making it through that. We want to remind people then again of the events. As we're wrapping up here, we've got I'll let you do that, Ryan. We've got Saturday night, starts with the
5K and 1 mile runway run at sunset.
Okay.
The 1 mile kicks off at 7:15 and the 5K kicks off at 7:30.
Okay.
And then Sunday, August 24th, we have the French Toast Breakfast from 7 until noon. And all proceeds will be going for our squadron.
Okay. All right. So come on out. If you've been there before, you know it's a great event. If you haven't been there before, bring the whole family. It is really a great event. Either of these two things. Head to the city website or to your website as well for registration information and any more information. But Ryan and Kayla and Tanis, thank you so much for joining us and have a great, great event. We're going to cross our fingers for good weather for you because we were able to pull that out for the whole fair, so we hope the same for you guys too. Have a great event this weekend, okay?
Thank you.
All right. We'll take a break for our supporters and we'll be right back.
Recreational fires are allowed within the Owatonna city limits. They must be contained within a fire pit or a device designed for such use and can be 3 feet in diameter and no more than 3 feet high. They must be 25 feet from a building or combustibles. Only untreated or unpainted woods must be used. Fires must be attended by a person at all times that are capable of extinguishing the fire. This has been a safety tip from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Have you talked to your teen lately about marijuana? Maybe you should. Regular marijuana use can sap a teen's motivation to learn. Users do not live up to their potential and drop out of positive activities. Marijuana affects memory and learning and stays in your system for weeks. Marijuana also affects judgment and perception. Reaction time while driving is reduced by 41% after smoking 1 joint and 63% after smoking 2, affecting the safety of your teen and others on the road. You need to talk to your teen about the effects of marijuana use. It's not just a harmless high. For more information, please contact the Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County.
Hi, I'm Glenn Mager.
And I'm Tim Thomas of the Brick Mager Funeral Home, and we're proud to serve the Medford and Owatonna areas with cremation and traditional funeral services.
And we're proud to be a part of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hello, I'm David Einhaus with the Owatonna Foundation. Thank you to all of our donors who have helped make Owatonna a better place to live. Will you join us today with a financial gift? Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show on this Monday, August 18th, and we have Annette Frank with us. Hello, Annette.
Hi, Deb.
And Wendall Engelstad. How are you, Wendall?
It's fine.
Good, good. When we're here to talk about the Exchange Club Center for Family Unity and a couple of great events that you have coming up. But first of all, let's kind of reintroduce you to our audience. Annette, you're connected with the center in what way?
I'm a board member.
Okay. And Wendall, yourself?
I'm also a board member.
Okay.
I guess probably about 5 years. And that's been there probably a little longer than that.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yes, a familiar face with that. And just so that before we get into the event that is coming up and also and obviously supports the center, let's talk a little bit about and refresh our viewers' memories as to what the Center for Family Unity actually does, Annette.
Absolutely. The Exchange Club Center for Family Unity is a child abuse prevention center. We serve 4 counties. Our primary county is Steele County, obviously. We're right here in town. But we also serve Waseca, Dodge, and Rice counties. And what we do is our program actually, we send parent mentors into the home to work with parents to help them to develop the skills that they need to be successful parents. And it can range from anything from just simply overwhelmed and no networking. I mean, there's people out there that don't have a mom to call or a friend to call to say, oh my goodness, my child's doing this, I have no clue what to do. And that causes a lot of stress in the home, which could lead to abuse. And so it could be as simple as that, or it could be that maybe abuse has already occurred in the home, and we need to go in and help these parents learn a different way of disciplining their children, that it doesn't need to be violent, it doesn't need to be physical, that you can do it in a nurturing way, that your children will actually be more responsive if you do it in a positive way. So that's what we do in the 4 counties that we serve. That's our primary program, the parent mentor program, but we also have supervised visitation, which we've done for a couple of years now, which is usually a court-ordered program.
Okay, so you're there assisting with that supervised visitation when that's ordered.
Right.
Okay. And again, you know, those of us that have support or have had support in raising our children maybe don't understand what it's like to not have, like you said, that person to call, that family member, that friend, maybe feeling so all alone and not quite sure how to do something or how not to do something, how to keep from doing that. We do know that there's a lot of stress involved. There's a lot of single parents for whom it, you know, the whole ball falls on them, the work life, the home life, and everything, and that can get to be really challenging, can it?
It's difficult to find that balance.
Yeah. Do you know how many families you're currently serving approximately, or?
Yes, right now we currently have about 25 families that we're serving. It alternates throughout the year because we could spend anywhere from 6 months to a year and a half with a family. So depending upon when families go off, new families come on, we always have a full plate with our families, which is unfortunate, but we're glad that we're able to be there to provide that service.
And who are the mentors that go in, and how does that work? If someone is watching this and saying, you know, gosh, that's a role I think I could fill and I'd really like to help a family in need. Who are those individuals?
We have currently right now 2 staff members, but we do have volunteers, and so what our volunteers will do is work with the families that maybe abuse has not occurred yet, and it's a situation where they simply are overwhelmed and they don't have that network. Then we would have a volunteer come in, and a volunteer is somebody who, you know, has learned the right way to to discipline their children or take care of the children or just do day-to-day activities within the home. Sometimes just having that structure there. And so a volunteer with those skills could come in and help one of our families out.
Okay. And then a more trained staff member, obviously, in the cases potentially where
when there's
abuse has
chemical
occurred.
dependency and mental illness and different things.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, that's a great picture of what the Center for Family Unity is and what it does and who it helps, and that's wonderful. The events coming up are the largest fundraisers, the only fundraisers?
We are a United Way funded agency, and so we have one main fundraiser a year. It gets broken into 2 days.
All right.
And so we have the Night to Prevent Child Abuse, which is a silent auction, live entertainment, just a fun activity for everybody from the community to come check it out. We've got lots of great sponsors for that event and tons of fun baskets. That's on September 6th.
Okay.
And then we have and this is the event that we probably had the longest, which is our Golf to Prevent Child Abuse.
22nd annual, as I'm looking over at your, wow, that's
so
long-standing.
Been around for a long time, and again, just another great opportunity to get out there, do something that you enjoy doing anyways, but do it for a good cause.
Absolutely.
And that's on September 8th.
Okay. Wendall, can we tap into you here for a little bit of information? You said you've been a board member for about 5 years, and have you found it to be a rewarding experience, I'm guessing?
Very much so. I mean, it's a cause that I firmly believe in, and I think it's a great help to those parents that really need that type of help, and got involved early on in this fundraiser, and so it's been kind of an ongoing thing, and it's been a lot of fun doing that.
Okay, so you know exactly how the Night to Prevent Child Abuse works, and that is, what's kind of the rundown of the evening?
Well, we have hors d'oeuvres, of course. There'll be something to eat that evening. We have the silent auction that's all set up when people come, and then we have a live auction as well. We have entertainment. Our entertainment this year is Donnell Leonard. I don't know if
sounds familiar.
Folks have heard that name, but he's a very versatile and talented singer.
Okay.
And he's from Twin Lakes, Minnesota.
All right.
And so he was actually at the Village of Yesteryear during the fair.
Okay, so maybe
on Saturday at 2 o'clock,
all right.
and then he was also in Central Park the previous Thursday. So he's maybe a little familiar with Owatonna, and Owatonna's might be familiar with him. But he'll be our entertainment, and so that'll be exciting as well.
Where does this take place again? The night?
This will be at the History Center.
Okay, and maybe you said that already. I'm sorry, Annette, if I didn't catch that, but at the beautiful History Center, okay.
So tickets are $10,
right.
so we'd love to have people come and have a good time and support the
And how does somebody get a hold of tickets at this point?
You can call...
You can call me.
Yeah, call either one of us,
Call
of course.
the center, okay, Wendall.
Any Exchange Club members should be able to point you in the right direction, I think, and
our website.
Okay, so head to the website. That's always a good choice. Again, if you know someone involved as a board member, or you know someone that's involved in the Exchange Club, that would be another way to go about it. But get a hold of those tickets, and I'm assuming we're somewhat limited. I mean, the History Center only holds so many people, and you'd love to fill it all up, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And we got pretty close last
Did
year.
you?
Yep, because we do allow people to come the night of as well. However, if we know ahead of time, we can make sure we order enough food.
Yeah,
So that's
always
always
easier
important.
for planning. How about signing up for the golf tournament then? What do you need for that? Do you have sponsorship availabilities still
We
for people
do.
or businesses?
Yep, absolutely. We have a number of sponsorship opportunities available. They can, again, contact a board member, contact the center, but they can also get the registration form out online on our website. And our goal is to have about 20 golf teams this year. We're pretty close. We're at like 16 right now.
Oh, right.
So if
Good.
we can blow that out of the water, that would be awesome.
Just a few more, folks. Grab that golf team. Get it going.
Exactly. And it's a great event. We have lots of fun games throughout the event as well. Brooktree is a wonderful host. That's where we're having it again this year. And everybody just leaves feeling like they've done something, they've accomplished something. So it's a great opportunity.
They've had a lot of fun for the day, and they've
Absolutely.
really accomplished something as well. And that day plays out how? The timing on the golf event starts when?
11 o'clock is
Okay.
when the shotgun starts, and then we have a meal for them as well when they conclude. We'll have snacks ahead of time, so as they're going through the course, they can have something to eat as well. And then we have awards, for best play? You're probably more of a golfer. What are the golf things?
I'll probably miss some of them, but of course, longest drive and closest putt, and
all the kinds of things that golfers know, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and those of us that don't, we don't. But,
Exactly.
Okay, so all of the things that you golfers would like to strive for and win, as well as supporting a great cause. So thank you, Annette. Thank you, Wendall, so much for coming and talking to us about the center and about the event. Head to the website, get a hold of a board member, get a hold of an Exchange Club member, and find out more about it. Do take part. It sounds like you've got a good one coming up, and we wish you all the best.
Thanks, Deb.
All right, you're welcome. We'll take a break for our supporters, and we'll be back to wrap up.
Hi, I'm Amy Martinez.
And I'm Adam Martinez, owners of Snap Fitness in Owatonna.
Snap Fitness is a fast, convenient, and affordable fitness center, and we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Everyone deserves opportunities to have a good life, a quality education that leads to a stable job, enough income to support a family through retirement, and good health. But the reality is, many children fall behind, many families are struggling, and many others are in poor health. United Way's goal is to find long-term solutions. Thanks to a grant from the Otto Bremer Foundation, we're hosting community conversations this year to address these issues. If you'd like to join us, please call our office.
Hello, I'm Sean McNulty.
And I'm Deb Gillard with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House, and Clarebridge of Owatonna.
And we are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Time to wrap up on this Monday, August 18th with a couple of announcements. Seniors are invited to join Tiffany Ploen, a Minnesota Raptor Center staff member at Riverbend Nature Center, for an afternoon luncheon followed by a presentation on raptor identification. It is going on next Wednesday, August 20th from 12 to 2. It's a part of Riverbend's monthly luncheon program series for seniors called OWLS Owls. Very clever, and it stands for Older, Wiser, Livelier Seniors. So if you are interested, head to their website, which is simply their initials, Riverbend Nature Center, rbnc.org, or you can call 332-7151 to sign up or for more information. Owatonna Park and Recreation presents the next Movie in the Park, free event and popcorn, Friday, August 22nd. The movie will start at 8:15. There will be concessions, Kona Ice, Ozzy's Cotton Candy, and free popcorn provided by the Owatonna VFW. It is designed to be a family night out under the stars. The movie looks like it's going to be a picnic. It's Yogi Bear. It's Yogi Bear, I guess. I don't know exactly. There he is, right? And Jellystone. I'm looking at my guests here for a little help with the rain date. There will be a rain date of Saturday, August 23rd, but we're going to cross our fingers here again for good weather for this one and hope that it goes on this Friday. Call Parks and Rec if you have other questions for more information. And the Owatonna Foundation announced its next grant application deadline is coming up very soon, September 1st. They are a nonprofit organization, and nonprofit organizations can apply. Guidelines can be found at the Owatonna Foundation website or contacting them at 455-2995. So please remember that deadline coming up. Wednesday's program, we will be talking about the new Owatonna Dog Park and the early edition Rotary Corn Feed. So please join us on Wednesday. We'll see you then.